Late Night Health continues. I'm mark-alyn. We're having a little session with the guys. Let's talk not about radio. Let us talk about health. What do you think is going to happen in healthcare in 2016 in terms of alternative versus traditional or allopathic? You think more people are going to turn to alternative health care? Darrell, I'll start with you.
I think so. I think that obviously people, it used to be that you went to your doctor, whatever he said, you did it. But because of the internet and because people can research so many things and you've got so many people telling you what to go tell your doctor, right? I mean, they're bombarded with with amateur hour as far as medicine's concerned. Because people think, that they have everything that they've seen on TV.
What disease do I have this week?
Yeah, I think you were counting how many times you were going to the bathroom earlier.
That's right.
Yeah, but it just seems like people are abusing the privilege of being able to look up stuff.
Well, I've talked to docs about that, and some like it, and some don't. There's that old joke, Doc, it hurts when I do this and I'm bending my elbow.
Don't do that.
And the doctor's answer is don't do that. So, but now you go to the internet and you find out, gee, you could have tendinitis. Maybe I have a broken elbow.
Well, here's the thing that I always think about. When I see these commercials now on television, they spend half the time telling you what the side effects are, why not to take it. And that's because they're selling prescription drugs, not over-the-counter drugs, if I got my information right.
Right.
And there must have been some federal laws that were changed over the years permitting now prescription drugs to be advertised on radio and television.
Well, it's always been that way.
And it's enough to drive you crazy.
Yeah, they've always been able to do it. But those disclaimers scare the living pants off of me. I mean, because, I have MS or whatever the disease is that this supposedly helps, but your head can fall off. Kevin came up with something. He sent me an email late, I think it was Friday night, and there's a drug that's being developed in Israel that in that story you sent me was over 5 years old.
And it supposedly cures 90%. Not supposedly, it's been proven.
It's been clinically
proven.
90%
of
Why
cancer.
don't we have that? Why isn't that drug out there?
This is for MS?
No, for cancer.
For cancer.
For cancer. Well, it depends what cancer it is, I guess.
It was for almost 90% of the major cancers.
Well, let's get into the FDA, I guess. The FDA has to approve this stuff, don't they?
Well, but there's a reciprocal agreement between Israel and the U.S., as far as I understand, in testing. And it's not that. Kevin and I both came up with the same idea. It's money. Cancer is big business for the medical community.
It is.
And if there's a drug with no side effects that they can test, they don't want it available.
And it seems like big pharma, if you might want to throw in maybe a pejorative term, is the only entity that can afford to pay for these for all this testing.
Well, the testing is interesting because the testing,
which is kind of could be a conflict of interest, I think.
Well, I think it is a conflict. I mean, journalistically, it is. You can't do a story.
The studies, right.
Yeah. And within the last couple of months, we just had Hans Kugler on, and Hans told us that the studies are 6 weeks long, right? If the studies were longer than 6 weeks. Now it turns out that these drugs can cause all kinds of problems.
Well, when we had Dr. Greg Salea on the last time, right, he said, consider the source. Find out who paid for the study.
Right.
Because the results will be in the favor of whoever had the deeper pockets.
He's right. I think he's right. Because it's just it's human nature, I would think. Right?
I agree. Hey, listen, gentlemen, thank you for sitting in and taking over for our friend Linda Lassie. We'll put her on early next year. And again, Renewals Eve celebration, if you're interested in that, guide to thesoul.com, Renewals Eve. go to that, guidetothesoul.com, Renewals Eve with Robert Clancy, and that's from 4 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're in pain this holiday and beginning of the new year, go to radiantgreens.com and listen to some of the things that Dr. Tony O'Donnell has to say about his product, Joint Support Plus. I'm Mark Alyn. Thank you very much for joining us. Happy New Year, everybody. A happy New Year, a good New Year, and most importantly, a healthy New Year. We'll see you next week and next year. Bye-bye for now.
You've been listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. Join us again next week. If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Darrell Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.